Okay. So yesterday we went to Disneyland and we got to go to Club 33. So this is something that all of us, me and Jason and everybody we were with, this was like something we've wanted to do for years. I mean, for Jason, he's probably wanted to go since he was a kid. I found out about it maybe in my 20s when I moved out to LA. And since I knew of it, I wanted to go to this place. Club 33, for some of you who don't know what it is, it's this basically exclusive private club that's in Disneyland Park. You have to be a member or have a member get you into it. That has like a secret entrance and then it's a whole private, like kind of like a supper club. We got to go to it yesterday. I have some friends who know somebody who have a membership, but I don't know the people very well that have membership, so I was never comfortable like asking. So I had a few friends that I was like, hey, if you ever, go or get an invite or whatever, let me know. Then I was telling Janine about it. Janine's one of my best friends, and she did Your Mom Loves Gaming with me. We might have to go back up. I don't know.
Up the stairs?
Yes.
I don't feel good. I don't even remember how to walk. It's not moving. Okay. Why am I not moving?
Left and right stick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, here we go. Go turn to the right.
Right?
There's a door right there. That's Wiener.
Dicks!
We just saw Wiener. I was telling her about Club 33, which she didn't even know what it was. And I was like, yeah, I know, these are the people I know that have the membership, but I don't know them very well. And I didn't realize this, but she's like, my daughter goes to school with them. I know that mom very well. I'll ask her. And I'm like, okay, great. And she does. And the mom's like, oh my gosh, yeah. Let me see if I can get you a reservation. And she does. Janine got us the reservation. We decided we're going to surprise Jason and Clark, our husbands, on Father's Day and let them know that we're going to Club 33. Jason and Clark were so excited when we told them. And this is like bucket list stuff for all of us. We had gone back and forth because the reservation was for, I think, like 8 people. And so we were going to see if we could find a few other adults to come with us. And then we'd bring somebody to like watch the kids and just have it be an adult thing going into the club. But because it was on a Wednesday and most adults have jobs and stuff, we couldn't find enough people that could just take off on a Wednesday and come with us. Anyway, we decided let's just bring the kids in with us because with all of our kids, we end up having the perfect 8 people. So basically where the entrance is it's in Adventureland. It's near the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. Actually, it's near where the exit of the ride is, kind of by the Blue Bayou. It's just like in that little New Orleans square. So you're going through those like streets that look like New Orleans, and there's one door, and that's the entrance. It's very unassuming. So you have to ring the doorbell and tell them your name and reservation. And if you have one and they recognize your name, then they open the door and let you in. And you go inside this like beautiful courtyard. So we all went in at our reservation time, which was 1:40. Once we were in the courtyard, you just wait. There's like 1 or 2 other parties there waiting, and then they eventually escort you up. So we were there with our 3 kids, and Janine has a little baby, so they also were like, bring your stroller in. We have like private stroller parking. The other thing about yesterday was it was an extremely hot day for Disneyland. It's June. It was like 90 something degrees out. It was also humid, which is not something you expect to have happen at Disneyland. That is Disney World's problem. So it was very hot. And we're all drenched in sweat. So when they come down, they're like, all right, we're ready to seat you now. We go up this grand stairway and like it's multi-levels and it looks like you're inside like almost like an Italian or Spanish villa or something. So we go up this staircase, then they open it up into like where the indoor of the club is, and the air conditioning hits us, and it's this like beautiful like marble and like marble floors and a beautiful chandelier, and just it's very ritzy and fancy. There's also a dress code for this place. So before we went in, some of us changed. So all the men were wearing button downs and the girls were wearing like, dresses or cute tops. And you can wear sneakers, but they have to be like nice looking sneakers. So now we're in kind of the lobby area, and then they take us to our seat, which is in the dining room, and everything's very beautiful. It feels like you're in a palace or something. They walk us through and they show us some of the cool historical artifacts they have in there that Walt Disney had himself or that were in certain movies, and it's really, really pretty and really cool. Then inside the dining room, it's gorgeous, and it's all these big windows that are looking out over Adventureland and like the river and like, where the Mark Twain riverboat goes by. But you're above, so there's a restaurant in Adventureland that's like the New Orleans restaurant, not the Blue Bayou, but the outdoor one. And I'm pretty sure we were above that. you kind of get like turned around on like where you are. And it's where you can get the beignets and stuff below. So we're up there. We're on this table that's really pretty right by the window. All the servers are like in tuxedos, like white glove, really, really pretty. The dining room is, you know, wood and marble, and our place settings are these like really pretty. At the time we were there, it was green because they're celebrating, I believe, an emerald anniversary of something, either Disneyland or the club. I don't really know, but they had these emerald, like in their cocktail list, they had all these specialty emerald cocktails. So we sit down and they let us know basically it's going to be a 4-course meal for the adults, a 3-course meal for the kids, which is really cute. And even though I would say it's probably not great for kids, they're very friendly to kids. They immediately bring out, you know, like covered cups for them, and they brought like these really pretty coloring pages for them to work on in crayons. And their menu for the kids is very cute. It's like their appetizers are little grilled cheese squares, and then their entree is chicken and french fries or pasta any way they want it with sauce or butter or however the kids take it. And then a really cute like grasshopper sundae where it's like mint ice cream with Oreos. So that was very cute. Now for the adults, we had this delicious cocktail list. We all got to choose our 4 courses. So it's an appetizer, a salad or soup, an entree, and then dessert. I had this like smoked salmon with these like potato ball yummy things. Then I had this summer salad. Then I had a halibut. And then for dessert, I had this cheesecake with like this caramel cheesecake. Delicious. Everything was so good. Everything everyone got. And yeah, it took about 2 hours and we were having a great time. The kids actually did really well. It's not easy to sit through a long meal, which is why I would say like if you can go without kids, you should. But it is something my kids will remember. Before we went in, I explained to them what this was. That, you know, this is like, you know, a once in a lifetime opportunity sometimes to go into Club 33. I told my daughter, like, when you're in there, it's like, we have to be princess manners. You have to, you know, we're going to be inside kind of a palace. And so that's kind of how we treated it. And when we left, the kids were like, this was really cool. And that was nice because my kids don't always appreciate things, but they did appreciate getting to have that experience. And when we were in the dining room, there's balconies that go step out and you're kind of above Adventureland, and that was fun. The kids went out there for a little bit. So yeah, it was very nice. I think our kids were the only kids in there at the time, but it wasn't really packed. There was maybe like 8 other parties of people. I feel like there was only at the most 20 tables in this dining room. I don't know if there's other dining rooms. If you do go there with a member, because we were not there with the member, the member got us a reservation. There is a whole nother area that the members can go, or they can bring their guests. So I don't know what that was, but it looked like it was like a wine cellar, like hallway that went down into some other area. So I would love to one day see that. Don't know what it is. So then once we left, I will say I had a couple cocktails. All right, we just left Club 33 at Disneyland, and I've never drank at Disney before, so
Matterhorn.
we're heading to Matterhorn, and I'm just trying to keep my wits about me. Yes, sweetie?
Matterhorn.
Yep. Anyway, Club 33, highly recommended. It was lovely, delicious food, very exclusive, very fancy, and also, yeah, you get a little buzz at Disney. And then the rest of the day at Disney was lovely. Oh, I should say, the meal at Club 33 is extremely expensive. It was like, I mean, I think even the kid, it was like over $100 per person. But you know, sometimes you just gotta do that. You gotta treat yourself, and we did. And then we had a great time the rest of the day. I think we left at like 10:30 or 11. We saw the fireworks, and we went on more rides after that. We saw the electrical parade. You know, we've done pretty much every ride there, so we just did some of our favorites. Thunder Mountain, Rise of the Resistance. We spent a good amount of time in Fantasyland, actually, because my daughter and Janine's daughter, we were kind of treating them to this Disney day also, because they had both done these like charts of like good behavior and doing their chores and whatever, and that this was their big reward. So we let them have a little extra time in Fantasyland, which normally we don't do because it's so packed in there, and the rides are like long lines for a short kind of lame thing. But the one thing that was really fun, I think I went on Teacups probably 8 times yesterday because the line moves so quickly on that ride. It is a fun little thing, but we went to go watch the first showing of the electrical parade. And by the time we got there, they literally were announcing like, all the spots are filled. There's no more ways to watch the parade. Sorry, you can try to catch the next one at like 11 p.m. tonight. So we're like, oh, shoot. But then I was like, well, let's just go on the teacups. And so we end up going on the teacups, which stays open the whole parade, and there's nobody really there. And the parade goes right by the teacups. So we ended up having like a front row seat to the parade, because whether we were waiting in line or on the teacups, I would like spin it so we were just watching the parade the whole time. So we ended up getting to see a great view of the electrical parade, which is a really fun one. And then the fireworks at Disney are just unreal. They like dim the lights in the square, then they blast music they just do this medley of all your favorite Disney songs blasted with like project lights and colors and like scenes on the castle. And then above it are the fireworks that just like are timed out and colored exactly the way you want it for each thing. If it's like the Lion King, it's like African sounds and colors, and like it's, you know, the blasts are hitting along with it was like the circle of life, and there were like all these beautiful circles and the fireworks, and then when it was like let it go, it was like these like frosted blasts that go into the air, and everyone's singing in the crowd, and it just fills your heart with magic. If you see those fireworks, you will leave being like, this is the happiest place on earth. Like, my kids left, and as we were walking out, they're like, I think the fireworks were the best part. I'm like, I know, it's just great. It just makes you happy. It was quite the day. I think it was a very unforgettable day at Disney. And I would say Club 33 is something it's more about the legend of it and the exclusiveness of it. But it is just like, you're at Disneyland and you're getting to have a fine dining experience. You're getting to see some of like the old Disney lore and stuff like that. So it is a cool thing. Like, we were debating, like, should we get a membership there? It's very expensive and there's a long waiting list and it's the whole thing. But we're like, what if like one day, you know, if we could afford it? I feel like I would, just because it would be so fun to constantly bring like friends and stuff and do this. But I don't even know what the cost is now. Last time I heard, it was like a 10-year waiting list to get in, and then you have to pay like $40,000 initially plus $10,000 a month forever or something. I don't know if also, in addition to that, they require you spend a certain amount. Who knows? But regardless, it was lovely just to be able to go. It was so nice of these friends to, you know, get us the reservation and use their membership to let us in. We're just happy. We're just, you know, we love exclusive experiences. Who doesn't? In Club 33, the rest of the day was so hot. Even at night, we were like still sweating at like 11 p.m. But delightful. So that was Disneyland in June with a Club 33 experience, and I can't wait to come back.